Good morning. Yesterday we have seen last class. So SQL, this program, a simple example program, how to create the database through using MySQL. That's what we have explained and we have discussed that one. Today, let us see the connection pool. Connecting to the database performed on a peer client basis. Each client must be open its own connection to the database, and the connection cannot be shared with the unrelated clients. So database cannot be shared with the unauthorized clients. So only the particular, because you know that your database, your port number, your connection, where you have stored all these things, but that data information will not be shared to other people. So whatever they want to require, only that one they have to access it. That's it. For example, Flipkart, Amazon, all online, if you see it, if you are searching, only that images will be taken. That's it. So in their database, maximum informations they might have stored there, but will be able to view only the few things. That's it. So that is what the second one. Each client must be open its own connection to a database, and the connection cannot be shared with the unrelated clients. That is what the second point. Third one is leaving a connection open might prevent another client from the accessing database should the database have available limited number of the connections. So if you are giving the other persons to access it, when you are doing the projects, multiple purpose will be accessing the DBMS database. So in that case, only particular connections, only minimum connections only will be allowed, not maximum. But numbers they are not told, but limited is there, it seems. Connecting and reconnecting is simply time consuming and cause performance degradation. So every time connecting, deconnecting also, so time consuming. So actually companies and all, what they will do is once it is server is ready, so they will make server always on. So what we have to do is every time whenever you are switching on the system, whenever you are opening your NetBeans, every time you have to run the backend database. Otherwise, it will not fetch the data. It will not retrieve the informations. That is the reason. So they will be always companies and all, what the 24/7 it will be on server. That's it. So under maintenance only they will be telling some. They will be running another file. They will be telling. So under maintenance, please regret the inconvenience. Something like that messages they will put it. That's it. Right. Next is a connection pool is a connection database connections that the operand once they're loaded into the memory, so the connection can be reused without having the reconnect to the database. So once it is connection is established, once the connection is database is run, so you can access any number of times, you can give the connections, you can do what all the operations it is required, you can do it. That is what the next point. So next one is client use the data sources interfaces to interact with the connection pool. So connection pool can be accessed users. Connections can be accessed. That means what? So whenever you are searching particular information, only that information will be available. That's it. So for example, I want to buy something, some electric goods or heat or something like that. So if I type it in the Google form, this one in Amazon flip-flop heaters only. So different companies will be coming. So maybe offers or rate only that much, but all the informations will not be showing to the users. So that is what the next one. So there are the two types of the connections made available. One is called the physical connection, another one is called logical connections. So one is called the physical direct. Logical is nothing but you are telling, you are showing the directions, you go there and give the connections, that's all. Now let us see the physical connection. Physical connections which made the application several server using the pooled connection objects. So pooled connection objects are cached and reused. So this one is nothing but the physical connections is nothing but what? Once you connect, you can be reused. A logical connections is made by the client calling the data source dot get connection. So this is what they will be using the connection data source dot get connection method, which connects the pool connection object. It is already has physical connections to the database. So actually we have to use the data source dot get connection method, but in physical methods already this method is invoking. So for example, database, for example, context ctext object name is equal to new initial context. So data source pool is equal to, so we have to use the data source. So object name dot lookup. So you have to give the data source EMP environment JDBC pool database connection. So one options, one way. So JDBC we have done, ours is nothing but MySQL and NetBeans. So there JDBC something connections will be coming. But here Java comparison environment JDBC port. So pool connections you can be given like this. Connection next is, once you give the connection is nothing but what DB is equal to pool dot get connection. You have to give the establish the connections. So next is place the code, interact with the database. Here you can do the operations, insert, delete, modify, update, whatever you want you can do it. db.close. Every time we have to close the database after finishing this. Next is statement objects. Once the connection to the database is opened, the J2W components creates and sends a query, access the data contain the database. So here is nothing but what, once the connection is established, that means wherever you are giving the open drive statements, all these things, once you do it, connection will be established. So port numbers, all these things matching. Once connection established, you can execute your queries. So that is what the statement here. One of the three statements objects used to execute the query. These objects are already, we have learned this one: statement, prepared statement, callable statements. So a statement is nothing but what, which executes the queries immediately, which executes the query state execute immediately. So whatever your line by line execution will be going on, so every statement will be executed. So that is nothing but the queries, will call it as prepared statement, which is used execute a compiled query, which executes the compiled query. This statement is nothing but whenever you are executing the programs, whenever you are compiling time, so that statement will be executed. For an example, I'll show you here some of the things I have done it here. So here some of the designs have done it. For example, I'll go for add or display something. So add code I have written it here using GUI also I have done it. I will tell you this one after this. So actually, so try see here also same thing, class name dot for name com dot mysql JDBC driver. Here also code, there is no difference whatever you are writing GUI there also, but only thing is you can design the part which way you want to display here. For example, if I run this, what will happen? You can see it here. So here just I'll display the database. Last whatever I have done it this one only. For example, MCA06 is not there. I'll enter it MCA06 Arbasa. Register number 6 Arbas. I hope. I don't know. Okay. So here is add the record. So insertion successful. Suppose if you get the display 6 Arbascon, it is coming. So this is, here is nothing but what, database, instead of going and checking there, I can be able to do it here only. All the operations, employee details or student details, whatever it may be, add, update, delete, display. For example, if I click clear, so it will be clear, something like this. This I'll tell you probably day after tomorrow for student information program is there. So I'll tell you EMP details. You can go for the student details. That we'll see it later. So this is what the code, what I want to say it here. So here you have written the ps.execute.update. Execute.update. This is what the compile time will be executing this data information. That is what this code will be saying. Right. So prepared statement is nothing but all the prepared statement which is used to execute the compiled queries. So this statement will be compile the statement. That statements, whatever you are opening, driving, all these things, what are all the operations you are doing, update, execute, next, all these things, commands are called the prepared statement only. This one only maximum without this question, without this question paper will not be there. You can see the old question papers, prepared statement, any one of this one is there, because they have to give the 5 to 6 questions either type, so anyone will be there. Sometimes if they ask last time first question, probably it will be there in the B part, first or second or third. That's all. Prepared statements compulsory will be there. This is most important in database. So 8 marks, they'll be asking all the prepared statement that you have to write it, whatever you are writing into the code, because already I have told you that is the reason here we have not all these things: update, execute, modify. So once you complete all your programs, you will come to know that what are the prepared statements are available while execution compile time. Right. So now we'll move to the next one. Callable statement, which is used to execute stored procedures. So this statement is nothing but once you write the procedure, so procedures are also called functions. Once you write that functions, that execute statements is nothing but the callable statement. So you can call one more function, so you can close it. So next is, it is used whenever J2W component needs to the immediate execute a query without first having the query compiled. It contains the execute query method, which is passed the query as an argument. The query then transmitted to the DBMS for the processing. Suppose if you are writing the executing the query methods, that will be passing through database connection to database. So there, whatever you are doing the operations, that it will be taken care of the informations. That means what you are doing, update or select or modify, whatever it may be, searching or whatever it may be. All these operations will be done here. So next one is called the execute query methods. Execute query methods returns one result set. Execute query is nothing but what? One result set. So for example, one result set in the sense, so for example, one result set. So search, if you are giving, I want to execute only one. Update also same thing. So I will be displaying the information. So I will be selecting one that information I want to update it. Whenever you want to execute, only one informations can be used to execute the query. Methods contains the execute, which is passed to the query, an argument, the query transmitted the database for processing. So execute the query is nothing but what? Any query, whatever you are writing. So insert, start from this one. So that is also one statement only that will be executed. So execute query method returns the result set. Obtain the execute query is nothing but what? It will obtain the result sets that contains rows, columns, and metadata, and represents the data requested by the query. So you'll be having rows, columns, and metadata. Metadata is nothing but the information, data of the data. Already we had discussed in first itself. So data of data is nothing but the metadata. So whatever you have stored into the database, data of data is called the metadata. You have the rows, columns, all these things, informations will be displayed. The result sets. Objects also contains the methods that are used to manipulate set data in the results. Right. So execute method statement objects is used when there are maybe multiple results returns. Execute statement is nothing but what? Multiple returns will be there. Execute update method is used to execute the queries. Execute update is nothing but execute the queries that contains the which changes the values in the rows and removes the rows respectively. Update, deletes. So all these execute update is nothing but the execute the queries. The execute update method returns the integer indicating the number of rows that were updated by the query. So this is nothing but the execute update is nothing but the method returns an integer indicating. So it will be written only the integer values execute update. That one will be, you have to retrieve the informations and you have to go ahead for this one. That's all. So next is the execute update is used to execute update is nothing but what are all the operations: insert, update, delete, and DDL statements. What are all the DDL statements are available, you can execute using the execute update statements. So probably once if I execute either EMP information or student information details, So once we create 5 to 6 fields, once if you execute, create, display, update, search, modify or update, whatever information. So on 4 5 operations, if you do it, all these things will be covered. All these things will be covered here. So that I'll tell you when I'm explaining the laboratory program, EMP information or student information. Any one program I'll tell you. So now I have practiced only for 2 numbers. So that's what I have told you. For 2 numbers, how it will be working, I'm checking. Once it is ready, probably I will be ready. I will make it ready for the today evening or tomorrow morning. Probably before Thursday, I'll make it ready. Maybe 1 or 2 operations only, I have to check it out. I'll check it out, that one. So this is easy. So previous lab manual I have seen, but maximum that one is looks like bigger program. So I want to make it the small program. I want to make it the simple. So because once you create this using the frame, it will be easy for us to do all the operations. So there bit difficulties are there, but here you will be getting, but code will be the same only. But I feel GUI, even we can learn something. One, if you want to do the projects also, we can do it here. That is what I feel. So next is the following example illustrate how to use the execute update methods in the statement. Execute update statements. So already I have shown you execute update statements in your program. So now prepared statement is nothing but a SQL query must be compiled before DBMS processing the query. Compiling occurs after one of the statement. This is a object execution method is called. So this is already we know that. Next is compiling query is an overheaded that accepted if the query is called once. So once the query is called, compiling query is an overheaded. So that will be executed. So many ways are there. So for example, it will be asking the query. You can type the query while running itself. So there, that is also possible. Somebody, what they will do, they will be inserted in the program itself. So they will be giving options there itself, insert, delete, modify, update, or whatever it may be. So there itself you can write it. Both the options are available. Many options are available. So we have to see that one. Next is, however, compiling the process can become an expensive overhead. Overhead is expensive if the query is executed several times by the same instance of the J2W component during the same session. So that is expensive means that is there. When we are executing, we have to check it out. The information, all these things is there overhead only. Even once it is running also overhead only, because database always it will be running. Many people will be searching. Now you are seeing online business only maximum it is going on. So many people they will be searching. The data should be running always. A query can be pre-compiled and executed by using the prepared statement objects. So when you are compiling itself, because once you included your code in your program, that will be pre-compiled already. So only thing is you have to call that which one you want to access, that one will be executed automatically, because this statement says correct, already executed. There is no errors for the insert, delete, search, all these things. However, a question mark is used to place the holder for the value that is inserted into the query after query is compiled. So question mark will be why we want to give the question mark is nothing but for inserting the values, adjusting the values. So already I have shown the program. Here also same thing I have done it. For example, if I go for add also, see here insert into EMP values question mark question mark. So later I am assigning the values ps.set string 1 EMP number dot get text, whatever it is there, that one will be the here. So EMP.name, whatever it is there, that should be added to this one. EMP name get dot text, that means what here. So EMP name, whatever I have given the fields, that name dot text, that is set the string for the PS. So PS is nothing but connection dot the prepared statement of the SQL. SQL is nothing but this one. So these values will be assigned to queries. So PS dot execute dot update. So once it is over, option is show that message null insertion successful. So that is what the way of executing. Pre-compiled already informations will be, you have to give it that sum. This question mark also, so pre-compiled already these statements, this data you are giving here, that is what the meaning for the question mark. So see here, however, the question mark is used the placeholder for the value that is inserted into the query after the query is compiled. So after compiled, you are assigning the values. That is what the question mark. That is the reason we have given the question mark. So already I have explained MySQL program and NetBeans program, my question mark. So in my program, I hope already I have told you. So here is unit 4 database connection. It is available. So here somewhere I have given the question mark. See here, insert into EMP two values question mark question mark. So ps.set string 1. So Narayan ps.set string MCF44 ps.execute. So like these statements already we have executed. So many statement PC update execute, many commands are there here, execute update. So these are all called the prepared statements. Right. So now we'll move to the next one. This value is changes each time the query is executed. So these values will be changing executing time only, because you are running the program. Which statement you want to execute, you can execute it. That values will be changing. The prepared statements method of the connection object is called to return the prepared statement object. So prepared statement method, the connection object is called the to return the prepared statement objects. So the next one is called the prepared statement method is passed query, which is the pre-compiled statement. So already I have told you this statement, pre-compiled statement, everything is ready. Only thing is you need to pass the data which query you want to execute it. So here is set xx method is nothing but set values, set text, set int, parse int, all these things methods. Prepared statement object is used to replace the question mark with the placed passing the to the set of the xxx. That means what? Here already I have told you. See, set string, set x is nothing but the set string. All these things is nothing but already pre-compiled statement values will be assigning. So I don't know whether you can be able to see this. I'll make it the bit bigger one. So here is insert EMP values will be there. This is called the pre-compiled statements, and this one is nothing but the here is nothing but Narayan, because I am as adding the values. Because suppose if you go here, so here is nothing but because there directly I am adding the values. But now here is nothing but what? EMP.get text, EMP.get text for the first field, EMP.get text for the second field. So what pre-compiled statement you are using here. So this program like variable declaration in your program itself, but in this case while running itself you are giving the values while giving execution. So all the options we should learn it, because when we are learning first to give simple values and learn it, then we'll go for the complicated programs. Now what I have told you, I have went for the designing also. See here, designing part. So I have not made colors, all these things, colors, everything it is available here, and you have the toolbox, which one you want. Either you want scroll bar, radio button, compile box, list, all these things will be available here. Which one you want to select, all these things will be available in this case. Menus, menu, windows, AWT, beans, Java, persistence. So all these things are available. So just we need to utilize that. That's all. Now again we'll go back to theory. So I hope you understood set methods. Why we want to use it? Set methods is used for the already pre-compiled statements are there. For that you are setting the values while running the program. While executing the programs, you are setting the values. That is what they set X. That is the reason I have done this program also. So just here emp.get text, emp.get name, like this. You have one more method, update successful also. I've done it here. So you can see here, you take that values and assign a question paper, so question to that one, because when you are updating that one, information should be available. String 1 is equal to value 1. This one get text you have to take from the database, and then you do the execute the queries update for this one. Which one you want to modify, you can modify. That's all. Right. Now we'll go back to this one. So I'll read it. You know the information. Set access request two parameters. Two parameters are there. First one is called the identification. Already you know that two fields are there. So both the programs already have shown you. Two fields is nothing but, this is nothing but the index, this is nothing but the name. So that's it here also. Here values. So set x requires the two parameters. The first parameter is an integer. Identify the positions of the question mark. Identifying the question mark place holder, and the second one parameter is nothing but the values that replace the question mark for the placeholder. So the question mark, whatever you have given, that should be replaced. That is what the second values. You can go for here also. You can question mark is their first one, and second one, whatever you want to do it here. So question mark for the first one, this should be replaced, and question mark 2, this should be replaced. So first value is nothing but this one, and second value is nothing but this one. First question mark is nothing but this, second question mark is nothing but this one. That is what the values will be changing. This is what the prepare statement set x values. Next, the advantages of using the prepare statement object is that queries is pre-compiled once the set x method called int method called and methods to change the specific values of the query without having the recompiles of the queries. So set values is nothing but, what is the advantages is nothing but, no need to recompile the values, because once you are given, you can run the program and you can, while executing, give the values, that's it. So no need to recompile that queries whatever you have written into the program. The prepare statement object also has an execute and execute update statement. So you have the two statement, execute, execute, update. So execute is nothing but whenever you are using insert, you are doing execute. So once the values are changing and doing updating. The precompiled is performed by the DBMS and is referred to as late binding when the DBMS services. The request, the DBMS attempts to match the query to a previously compiled query. If found, then parameters passed to the query using the setx methods are bound and the query is executed. So this is what will be happening when you are executing the query statements, when you are using the setx methods. And you have learned here setx method, and you have the execute, and you have the execute update in prepared statements. So and question mark also we have used. If not found, then the query is compiled and retained by the DBMS for the later use. So the JDBC driver passes two parameters to the DBMS. One parameter is the query. So two parameters will be passing. One is nothing but the queries, and the other query is array of the late binding variables. So whatever you are doing, binding variables, late binding variables. Both binding and compiling is performed by the DBMS. So but both the values, indexing and late binding values, whatever you are entering, that it will be performed through database. Whatever your compile statement, you have done it. The late binding is not associated with the specific object or the code block where the prepared statement is declared. So this is nothing but independent late binding statements. So nowhere related to remaining statements. Next is you have the callable statements. So you have to call the callable statements objects is used to call a stored procedure from the within a J2W object. So you can sometimes you can store the values, retrieving the values, and you can store it. So I want to store the values in the sense you are searching the information, you are getting the information, so I want to store that data somewhere. You can store it into that one. The stored procedure is executed by invoking the name of the stored procedures. So that one is called the stored procedures. So informations you want to, if you want to store it, you can store it. The callable statement objects uses three types of the parameters when calling the stored procedure. One is called the in, one is called out, one is called in and out. So these are all the callable statements, types of the parameter. Three types of the parameters are there. So callable statement parameters is three. One is called the in, out, in, out. Next one is the in parameter contains and the data that needs to be passed to the stored procedure and whose value is assigned using the set xxx methods. Next is out is nothing but parameter contains the value returned by the stored procedure. So out is nothing but stored procedures. So that is nothing but system.out, you can take it. So that's what. In is nothing but taking the inputs. So the out parameter must be registered using the registered out parameter method. So you have to register in that one methods. Then we can use the letter binding, letter retrieved by the J2W component using the getX methods. So that is what they will be happening, that one inside the way of working. The in and out parameter is a single parameters that is used both the pass informations and store the procedures. So both the things will be working. One is called the pass the informations and another one is called the stored procedures, and retrieve the informations from the stored informations. Right. A query is used to update, delete, and retrieve the information stored in the database result set. We know that. Next one is execute query method used to send the query, the DBMS for the processing and returning the result set that contains the data that was requested by the query. Execute queries is nothing but you know that. So DBMS will be processed and return the result sets, results informations, whatever you have done the queries, that is called the execute query. The result set objects contains the methods that are used to copy the data from the result set into the data collections objects. So next one is called the data in a result set. Result sets is nothing but it is logically organized into the virtual table consists of the rows and columns. So virtuals. So here is nothing but data informations, we can get it the informations virtually. So when we are displaying the informations virtually, because already I have compiled and shown there itself the informations virtually, it will be displayed. So that means what? Now virtual classes, you know the best example, this one only. So whatever I am showing here, it will be displayed there. So virtual here also I can compile and I'll show you, because when run it, so if you go for display virtual informations, so whatever it is there in the database, here also it will be shown. That is, we can say the virtual. That is what the meaning for the virtual. So the next one is called the data is results as is objects the logically organized in the virtual table consists of the rows and columns. So you have the tables and columns here, virtually rows and columns, we have displayed it, that one. Virtual informations we are getting and we are displaying which way we need. In addition, a data, the result set object also contains the metadata such as rows and column size and the column data. So we have the rows and columns. So the informations will be data of data, that is called the metadata, whatever you have stored into the database. The result sets use the virtual cursors to point to a row virtual table. Virtual table is nothing but this one only. So a J2W component must hover a virtual cursor to each row and then use the other methods of the result sets object to interact with the data stored into the columns of this one. So that means what? When you have the examples, result sets, once it is displayed, so we can do the remaining operations also. We can select from that row and you can add and you can do other operations, update, something like that. That I'll show you. Next is a virtual cursors is positions about the first row of the data. Virtual cursors is positioned always first row of the data when the result sets is written to the by the execute query method. So default is nothing but normally it will move to the first locations into this one. Whenever you are inserting the values, it will go to the last. So when it is inserting, if you are giving primary key, it will be sorting order and it will be inserted that one. So that is next step. So normally result sets, whenever you are executing, the cursors will be showing to the first locations. Next is a virtual cursor is positions above the first row of data. When the result set is returned by the execute query method, the virtual cursor is moved to the first row using the next method. So the next is nothing but what? It will be moved to the next. The next method returns to the boolean true if the rows contains the data. Otherwise, boolean false returns, indicating that the more rows existing in the set. So you know that already we have displayed how many rows are there, how many columns are there. So it will be moving next. So in this program already we have done it. I hope here. Results object dot next. So here is my results dot object. If it is true, if the some more rows are available, it will be returned true. Otherwise, it will be false. This is what the code will be happening into this respect to this one. These were the result sets, virtual modes, whatever you are executing. So the next method returns to the boolean true. The rows contains the data. Otherwise, false means return the indicating there is no more rows existing in the result sets. That's all. How you are writing, you can write it. If it is true, rows are available. If it is false, there is no rows are available in your database to execute the query. Next is scrollable result sets. So scrollable is nothing but you have the first, last, previous, absolute, relative, and the get row of the methods. So these are all the methods are available in the scroll bar list. So you know that you want to come back to the first, next, last, from last to back one moving. So we'll be putting the arrow marks and we can write the code, we can develop the code. So until release of the JDBC 2.1 APIs, the virtual cursors could only be moved down the result sets of the objects. Before implementing this, only we used to see 1 1 1 1. But today, the virtual cursors can be moved backwards or even positions are the specific row also. So search, if I want to do it, the particular one, it will be executing, it will be showing the particular one only. So there are the 6 methods of the result sets, objects that are used to positions the virtual cursor in additionals of the next methods. So here we have the first, last, previous, absolute, relative, and get row. 6 methods are available. So we can use this in your program to move the records. Next one is the first method moves the virtual cursors of the first row of the result sets. That's what already I told you, know that. Last also same thing, it will be moved to the last. Method moves the virtual cursors to the last row of the result set. Next is the previous methods is nothing but what? Virtual cursors, wherever it is there, it will move to the previous data will be fetched. Absolute is nothing but method positions the virtual cursors the row number of the specified by the integer passed. So whatever you are passing the integers, that it will be specified directly. That one only. So it will be specified directly, that one. Next is the absolute methods is nothing but the specific absolute methods. Next is relative method moves the virtual cursor specified number of rows contained in the parameters. So relative is nothing but what? It will be mentioned specified number of the rows contains in the parameters. How many rows are available? The parameters is the positive or negative integers when sign represents the direction of the virtual cursors is moved. If it is negative, reverse direction, positive, forward direction. That's all. For example, 4 moves virtual cursors back 4 rows from the current row. So that is what the rows in the database. You can move the rows and search the informations and particular numbers. It will be moved. So PDF, if you have some of the rows and columns, so you want to search this entire class information will be available. You want to find out only your register number. So you can press Ctrl F and you can type your register number directly. It will move to the particular cursor. So, and get row method returns the integers that represents the number of cursors rows in the result sets. Next is the statement object that is created using the creator statement of the connection object must be set up to handle the scrollable results set by passing the create statement. So here is nothing but st is equal to connection. Already we have done it. Create the statement, type forward only. So whatever you want to do it, that one. Type forward is nothing but consists of the restricts the virtual cursor's downward movement, which is the default string. So downward is nothing but the downward strings. Type scrolls insensitive is nothing but the constants makes the result set insensitive to change the made by another J2W component to the data in the table whose rows are reflected in the result sets. That is what they will be happening for the connections. So sd.connection create the statements already. We have done it in the programs. And type scrolls sensitive is nothing but the constant makes the result set sensitive to those changes. Sensitive is nothing but the to those changes and whatever you have changed. So for searching and only 1 or 2 fields information you want to update it, you can update it. The above 2 constraints parameters the virtual cursors to move the both directions. That is called the not all JDBC drivers are this scrollable. Next is update table result sets. So here is update, how to update it, the commands we want to write it in your database is nothing but, so rows contains the result set can be updated similar to the rows in a table can be updated. So this is the made possible passing the create statement method. So connections object is equal to conquer update how to table is nothing but statement st is equal to connection dot create statement conquer updatable. So alternatively conquer reader only constant can be passed to the create statement method prevent to the result set from the being updated. So we have to pass the parameters. When you're writing the code, that values will be changed. So there are the 3 ways of the results, that results how I want to change it. This is what the first one is called the updating the values into the rows. Next one is called the deleting the row. Third one is called the inserting the rows. So here in the result sets, whatever updating the information is nothing but inserting values is nothing but bit different. So these values are bit different. So this is nothing but the sensitives, the 1 rows, 1 columns will be selecting and will be adding to that information only. Updating the values in the row. So particular row you have to select it, you have to update it. Deleting the row. So specific rows should be deleted. Inserting row or inserting a new row. So I want to insert the new row from the table. All these changes accordingly accomplished by using the methods by the statements of the objects. So update is nothing but string query is equal to select star from the cursors. Select star from the database name. Statement st is equal to connection dot create the statement. So we have to create the statement. So that should be passed into the queries. So result set rs is equal to st dot execute the query. So for example, C frame is equal to skt. So some of the information, some of the name. Once they execute the query method of the statement, objects returns to the result set. So whatever you have created the objects, that it will be returned, and then update method is used to change that one. Update is nothing but what? It will be changes the values of the columns in the current row of the result set. So in a query, through query data informations will be passing in your database, rows and columns will be there it will be updated. So XX is replaced with the data type columns that is used to update it. Next is update method requires the two parameters, either number or name of the column. So you want to update is nothing but the two things is required, either number or name of the column of the result set that is being updated. Next is second parameter is the value that will be replaced the value in the column of the result set. So here example is nothing but here two columns is nothing but updating the string C of the F name SKT. So this was the way of updating this one. So value in a column of the result set that can be replaced with the null values by using the update null values. So you use the null values also. So there, if you are in your database when you are creating null values also, if you don't want to enter some of the fields, you can assign the null is allowed. So then only that it will be working. So if you are not allowing null, you have to compulsory you have to enter the values. Otherwise, it will show the errors in your program. So update the null values. Update null method requires one parameter, which is the number of columns in the current row of the result set. So this is what they require. One parameter is required to update the null values. So update null does not accept the name of the column as the parameter. So column parameter is not allowed for the null values. So here is, I've shown you this is one table and here also one table. Whatever I've executed, that only I have selected this one. So I can say you can select any one of the field, I can execute the program. So here also 5 fields are there: CT name, C last name, balance, paid status, contact numbers. These are all the 4 values will be there. So update the methods is after updating the XX methods are called. So previously some of the values will be there. You can change the values any one of this one. So SKT. So here you have done it. Some of the values here. Yes, CF name is equal to SKT. CF name is equal to SKT. Which one you want to update it, that one. So once the query is methods, the statement is executed. So when you have this particular name, what are all the fields to be updated, that you have to write the code and update the methods, you have to write it. Next, here also same thing. So register number is equal to MCA04. So Hemant have entered that one. I want to change it. You can change the values. So delete the row of the result set. Delete the row method is using the methods. So all these things, one student information example, once you take it, one laboratory program. So here whatever I have did it, the rows and this one columns is nothing but the design part. So this, once you take this program code, keep with you, and that corresponding examples, whatever I'm telling, that code, try to write it in the examination. That's it. So these are all the information. This one program will cover entire thing in your PPTs. That's it. So delete methods is used to remove the row from the result set. The delete row method is passed an integer that contains the number of rows to be deleted. So which row you want to delete, select that one and delete it. So results.delete row of 0, delete the current row. So if you are writing this code, it will be deleting the first row. Next is insert the row into the result set. So insert row into the result set. So already you have done this insertion into the row set. Inserting row into the result set is accomplished using basically the same techniques. It is used to update the result set. So insert row method is called after update method, which causes the new row to be inserted into the result set, having the same values that reflects the parameter in the update XX methods. So these were the codes that is available. Next is transaction passing. Transaction passing. So here is some of the names I have given it. I'll delete this one. So here is some of the files it is available. So what I am telling is, instead of giving the link between all the files, you execute one student information programs and you will be getting all the informations in your one program itself. That is what I want to say. That one. A database transmission is not accomplished until the JDBC components calls the commit method. So method is connection to the object. Commit method was automatically called in these examples because of the DBMS as an auto commit feature that is by default set to the true. So here is the whatever you are doing. So commit method you have executed in DBMS, I hope. Correct, no? Have you executed commit method in database? Commit method.
Yes, sir.
You sure? Have you executed commit method in SQL commands when you have executed in DBMS program?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We save the.
Commit whether you have used or not. You sure? When you did laboratory program DBMS, whether you have used commit method or not. Diksha. Diksha. Did you use commit method?
Yes, sir. To save the program.
Hello? I'm not able to hear.
Hello?
Hello? Diksha, can you speak out?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. So I made it to this one. Headphones on. Okay, no problem. Did you use the commit method?
Yes, sir.
What is the use of the commit method?
To save the queries.
Save the queries or
the
data,
database.
whatever you yes,
Data,
whatever you
data,
have
sir, data.
whatever you have entered the data, that data information should be saved.
Yes, sir.
So, that is what the commit method. So here no need to do any operations. So commit method, no need to type it. Automatically they have done it, commit methods. That's it. Right. So I'll stop the class today. So question and answers also I cannot ask, already time up. So probably because time is less now, one more unit I have to cover now. So probably tomorrow it will get over third unit and fourth unit I will be starting. And Thursday afternoon I'll not take much time. Don't worry. So because from Friday you will be having the internals. Do you got assignment?
Yes, sir.
Case study question? Case study question, do you got it or not? Along with assignment, I have sent it or not?
No, sir.
Okay, so I'll send it that also. So the same information only. So related to creating the web page and entering the information. That's all. So okay, I'll take the attendance now. We'll discuss tomorrow case study question tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Tell me attendance, BY series.
So 1 present.
2 present, sir.
3 present, sir.
4 present, sir.
5 present, sir.
6 present, sir.
Next, 7, Arjun. 8.
9 present, sir.
10 present, sir.
11 present, sir.
12 present, sir.
14.
14 present, sir.
Next.
Present, sir.
17 present, sir.
18 present, sir.
19 present, sir.
20 present, sir.
21 present, sir.
22 present, sir.
23 absent. 24.
23 present, sir.
What you are doing? 24.
Present, sir.
Next.
25
continue.
present, sir.
26 present, sir.
27, yes, sir.
28 present, sir.
29 absent. 30.
30 present, sir.
TD series.
2 present, sir.
3 present, sir.
4 present, sir.
5 absent. 6.
6 present, sir.
7.
present, sir.
Continue.
9 present, sir.
Okay.
10 present, sir.
11 present, sir. 12 present, sir.
13 present, sir.
14 present, sir.
16 present, sir.
14 absent.
No,
huh?
sir.
Okay. 17.
17 present, sir.
Okay.
18 present, sir.
19.
20 present, sir.
21 present, sir.
22 present, sir. 23 present, sir.
Right. Absentees are BY series 7, 8, 13, 29. TD series are 5, 8, 19.
Sir, Arjun present, sir. Network went.
Number apa?
7, sir. 1 BY 19 MC 07.
Right, sir. Okay. So assignments, whenever you are free, you write it. Either after internals, you write it. I'll create one GCR. There you have to upload it. Otherwise, if they make it physical, you have to come and submit it to the college. So assignments, I'm telling you, I've given the instructions. You have to follow the same thing. First assignment, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the series, you have to write it. Don't write fourth question first and second question and next like that. Continuously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 answers to be there. Then only corrections easy for me. You have 20 marks in internals. So keep in that mind and write it. 50% of the internal marks. Whether you want it or not. If you write it properly, you will get all the marks. Otherwise, left to you. %. Entered. Right. I'll stop the record. You can leave.